Y'all already know it. Jesus is tried and convicted, accused of doing something he did not do. They was mad because he was God in the flesh, and they didn't understand God in the flesh. So they mocked him. They led him from judgment hall to judgment hall, from court to court. Y'all know the story. Pilate says, I find no fault. Y'all know it. Goes over to the chief. They said, nah, he's still guilty. Y'all know it. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm just walking. I want to catch you up to where I am right here. So they take him up Golgotha's hill, and they crucify him. Hang him on the cross. Y'all understand that they nailed his hands, they nailed his feet. Y'all understand they put a crown of thorns on his head. Y'all understand that they whipped him and they pierced him in his side, and the blood came streaming. Y'all understand that he died from the 6th to the 9th hour. Y'all understand all of that? They take him off the cross and they put him in a borrowed tomb. That's a sermon within itself. He doesn't need a permanent tomb because he's not going to stay dead. He's in a borrowed tomb because he had already told them, destroy this temple and in 3 days I will raise it up. He already told them that no man was going to take his life, that he was going to lay it down. He had already said all that, so there should have been some expectation, Pastor, that he was going to do just what he said. But I already told y'all he was surrounded by a lot of spectators that was just amazed at what he was saying, but didn't really receive what he was saying. Oh my God, I was sharing with Tim today when we was riding here. It's funny how some people can remember every word you said and still miss the point of what you said. These people have been hanging around him all this time and they heard what he said, but they still missed the essence of what he was saying. So now here we are in Matthew 28. I promise you I'm almost done. I feel fire up here. My God. Jesus. Matthew 28, where we want to be at. Verse 5, the Marys go to the tomb. I think on one side of their mind, they're going to check on his body to see if he's really there, to see if he's still there, to see if he's really, they're tossed to and fro. They show up here, Matthew 28, verse 5. The angel said to the women, Mary and Mary, you can stay right there all the way through. I'm almost through, Tim. The angel said to the Marys, do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. But he is not here, for he has risen as he said. He said, come see the place where y'all laid him the last time. Come see the last place that you remember him being at. Come see the last place. Come see where you laid him. But I got news for you, Marys. He is not here. For he has risen as he said. I wanted to release this prophetic word over the house, and I want you to say it real quick. Say, I am in a new place. Somebody ought to decree it over your life. Say, I am in a new place. Somebody ought to decree it one more time. Say, I am in a new place. There are some people that destroyed you, that thought they destroyed you, that thought they killed you, that thought they took you out, that thought it was over, and they laid you in a certain place, and some of them came back to see if you were still there. But the announcement is, I'm not here. I am in a new place. price go up tomorrow. I got to register. This is the last day of March. And there's this little slogan that goes around called March Madness. Anybody been dealing with some March Madness in your home? It's just been some madness. With your children, it's just been some madness. In your relationship, just been some madness. There's been madness at the church. There's been madness at work. There's been madness on the streets of Lincoln. There's just been madness in the month of, I've been dealing with March Madness. The light bill came and I got mad. The mortgage, the rent came and I got mad. The cable bill came and I got mad about I just had March Madness. I pulled up to the gas station mad that I gotta put in that gas. March Madness. But I want to make an announcement. About a week and a half ago, the season changed. I want to tell you, when March came in, we were in winter. And some of you have been in a winter season in your life. You've been in a cold place. Just couldn't seem to get warm. You've been in a place where there was no fruit, no productivity, nothing was growing, nothing fresh was happening. You've been in a place, a barren place, a winter season. But somewhere, I think it was around March 21st, the season changed. Oh my God. And you might have had to deal with a little bit more March Madness because the calendar still said March. But there was a shift in the middle. So I want to tell somebody here, your season changed and maybe you don't even know it. Wake up to the new season. Wake up to the new place. I don't know why I'm preaching like this. Tell somebody, I'm in a new place. I'm in a new place. I've been dealing with transition. Real quick, there are 3 phases to transition. And I'm preaching in speed mode. Y'all had me here before. Y'all know I preach long. I'm preaching in speed mode tonight. But I feel the prophetic pushing me somewhere. There are 3 phases to transition. The first phase is the death or ending of a thing. That's the phase we don't like. The death or the ending of a thing. But in order for the new to be revealed, the old has got to be released. There's some things in your hand. There's some people, places, and things in your hand, in your life that need to be released in order for the new to take place. In order for Jesus to experience his glorified body. In order for Jesus to fulfill his purpose and assignment on this earth, he had to give up the ghost. He had to die. There had to be a season of death. There had to be an ending of a certain season. And I declare the same thing for you. There are some things that have to die. There are some things that have to end. And I know we get nervous about turning pages in our life because we don't know what's on the next page. You gotta get close to God in seasons of transition. Don't try to handle transitions on your own. I like what Steve Harvey says about relationships too, but don't let Steve direct your path when you're in a season of transition. You gotta find your way to the ultimate counselor. purpose and the destiny for your life. The first season, the first phase rather of transition is the death or the ending of a thing. Some things have got to die. I'm moving quick. The second part of transition is the confusion in the meantime. The confusion while you're in the middle of it. The confusion while you're transitioning. I told you, you gotta let the old thing go and get ready. Listen to how I'm saying. Get ready for the new thing. Now, we want God to play the swap game with us. I get rid of the old. You put the new in my hand. We don't want our hand to ever be empty. We want something in our hand. And although we know there is something new for us, we're comfortable with the old because it's in our hand. The Lord says, I need you to take a step of faith, to make a faith move in this season. There may be a season when there's nothing in your hand. He said, I want you to get rid of the old and then position yourself for the new. But that's easier said. That's easier said than done. There are some things that we just gotta have. I'm not at a level yet. That's what you're saying. I'm not at a level yet where I can get rid of what I have. At my church, I use the car. We just gotta have a car. I said, I know my current car don't really work and it breaks down at every stoplight. But I know the Lord has promised me a new car. Sometimes you got to go ahead and give up that old and let God and make room rather for the new in your life. That's right. That's right. There's confusion while you're in the middle of transition. As we go back to the text, we see these Marys at the tomb. The angel gives them the announcement and instructions. The announcement is that Jesus is not here. He has risen as he said. The instructions are, go tell the disciples to meet him in Galilee. And they do that, and the Bible says, there is this, and the Bible says in verse 8 that they departed quickly from the tomb, watch this, with fear and great joy. Somebody say fear and great joy. Let's listen, let's hear that real quick. Fear means I'm afraid of something. I'm fearful. I'm scared. This is unknown to me. This is uncharted waters. I am afraid. I have fear. I'm scared because I don't know what's next. It said they left the tomb with fear and great joy. What is great joy? Joy is better than happiness. Because happiness is based on happenings. Joy is based on something on the inside. I often spell joy. Let the J stand for Jesus. Let the O stand for nothing. And let the Y stand for you. Joy is simply Jesus and you with nothing in the middle. There's something better about joy than happiness. We just want to be happy. But the Lord is trying to give you joy. But this joy I have, the world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. So come back to the tomb. They left the tomb scared, but with the joy of the Lord. because I know the enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And I can see the presence of the enemy around my life, and it makes me full of fear. But I got joy because Jesus came that I might have life and have it more abundantly. I got fear because I got to cry sometimes about my situation. What's going on with me causes me to weep, and it makes me fearful. But I got joy because weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Has anybody been caught between fear and joy? Caught between fear and joy, caught between happiness and joy, caught between devastation and deliverance, caught between chaos and celebration, caught between victimized and victory. Is there anybody that's been caught in between? So they left the tomb with fear and great joy. It was the confusion while they were in the middle of it. That was the marriage, but even Jesus himself, he knows that his hour is drawing near. And he gets a little bit fearful, but yet filled with joy. He's about to fulfill the assignment that his Father has sent him to fulfill, but at the same time, he's got to die to be able to do it. Somebody said, but we're talking about Jesus. Yes, we are. And he's 100% God, but he's also 100% man. And you know how you feel about dying. And you ain't got to die for nobody. But he was caught between fear and great joy. So we find Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane. He's getting ready to be offered up. And he finds himself in prayer. He calls his small core group together. And he says, I want you to just wait here while I go and pray for a little while. Won't you pray here while I go and pray over here? And he gets, if you let me go here, he goes into a secret closet and he begins to talk to his Father. And he said, I know what you have for me to do, but if you could just let this bitter cup pass from me, I'll be so gracious. But then that was fear. And look at the joy kicking in. He thinks about the joy and says, nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. He prays one time. He goes back out and they're asleep. He said, could not you pray with me just an hour? He goes back in the second time. He goes in with fear. Lord, if you will, let this bitter cup pass me. And the joy kicks in the second time. And he says, nevertheless, thy will, but thy will be done. They go to sleep again. The Bible says that he went back a third time. There's something about that three. He went back a third time. He started praying in fear again. Father, the soldiers, the Roman soldiers came to arrest him. What are you saying, preacher? Y'all hear me on this. Y'all hear me on this. Jesus didn't just walk up to the cross. Yeah, I know that he laid his life down, but he didn't just walk up to the cross. Oh, the soldiers had to come get him while he was in the valley of fear and great joy. They came and arrested him. And long story short, they put him on the cross. He didn't just walk up on his own, but they put him on the cross. There are some times in your life where the Lord has to send somebody to come get you out of your comfort zone. You've been comfortable way too long. You've been in that situation way too long. You've gotten comfortable with a temporary location. You put furniture. You put up blinds. You made it your own. And it's a temporary location. And every now and then, we get comfortable in temporary situations. And the Lord knows that we won't move on our own. So he has to send some angry soldiers rushing into your life to come and get you and move you to your next place. Somebody shout out, I'm ready for my new place. That's why your enemies are all around you. They're not enemies right now. They're ushers. And they have come to usher you into a new place of prayer. They have come to usher you into a new place of deliverance. They have come to usher you to a new level of praise. They have come to usher you to a new dimension of worship. Your enemies are right on time. Your enemies are right on time to usher you into your new place. The last phase of transition is the crossover. Moving from the old into the new, the crossover. Jesus moved from the old to the new, hanging on a cross. I'm trying to tell y'all, the last phase is a crossover. Because what you gotta realize while you're on the cross is that the cross is not the final destination. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Hang on in there. Because after a while, the cross will be over. This is the season of crossover. Somebody here, crossover. You might have to go through a crucifixion. You might have to go through somebody scandalizing. You might have to go through people talking about you. But no cross, no crown, no pain, no gain. I want to tell somebody here, in order to get to your new place, you got to do like Jesus and go through Calvary. Oh, can I help you? Let me help you through this. I don't want you to get discouraged. By the time you get to Calvary, Jesus has already been there. By the time you get to your trouble, Jesus has already been there. praise. He has crowned me as one of his sons. You don't have to stop in Calvary. Just pass through because the cross is already over. The death of a thing. That's point one. Point two was the confusion while you're in the middle. Point three was to execute the crossover. I'm so happy that Jesus came. I'm glad that he died so we don't have to die like that. But I'm also glad that he lived to show us how to live. I gotta sit down here. But most importantly, I'm glad that he rose. Because when he rose with all power. Somebody shout all power in his hand. All power. Power over death. Power over hell. Power over the grave. He got up. He got up. He got up with power. Somebody shout power. I'm trying to be through right here. Somebody shout, I am in a new place. Jesus was not just in a new geographical location, but he was in a new state of mind. He was in a new glorified body. And I come to say to somebody in here tonight that God is not just going to physically move you, but he's going to change your state of mind. He's going to change your mindset. Because if he moves you like you are, the same problems you're having right here, you'll have over there. I know they videotape it. God bless you, Atlanta. I love you. But everybody ain't supposed to move to Atlanta. Everybody wants to move to Atlanta because things will be better in Atlanta. If you don't realize that you are going to be you in Atlanta or Alaska, you're still you. Who you're trying to run from is laying in the bed with you. It's called you. If I could just get to Atlanta, I can get away from this. If I can get to North Carolina, just call out a city. If I can get to Minnesota, things will just be better. If you don't change in Lakeland, maybe the microphone went out. If you don't change in Lakeland, it's going to be the same hellified you in Atlanta. You got to change where you are. You got to change right now. It's not just a geographical location. You got to change your mind. You got to change how you think. You got to change how you act. You got to change the decision-making process. I'm on my way out of your way. But somebody shout one more time. I'm in a new place. If you got your mind right, I want you to just physically move to another location. But when you move, don't take your old attitude. Don't take your old mindset. Now look back at your past and say, I'm in a new place. Look back at your haters and say, I'm in a new place. Don't come looking for me. because I'm not there no more. I know you left me in depression, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me in poverty, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me in divorce, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me in domestic violence, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me in sickness and disease, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me with suicidal thoughts, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me ready to give up, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me confused, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me addicted to drugs, but I'm in a new place. I know you left me with sexual perversion, but I'm in a new place. Somebody shout, I am in a new place. New, 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 new. And this new place, I gotta sit down. This new place is better. Somebody shout better. This new place is God ordained. This is the place that he made you for. Can I go back to Jesus? Jesus was not originally made to be on this earth. He was made to reign in heaven. He had to come 33 years through 42 generations for a temporary assignment on the earth. And after he completed that assignment, he had to return to his original ordained assignment back in glory. I want to tell somebody in spirit life tonight, what you're in is just temporary. The Lord says, I'm about to release you back into your original ordained assignment. Somebody say it's original. I might have got off track, but I'm back on track. Back in my original assignment. Back on my original plan. Back with God's original purpose. I will be everything he said I was going to be. I can be it. I can have it. I can overcome it. I can live in it. I can drive it. I can wear it. Tell somebody, my original. It's seeking me out. I call forth the original. No more copycats. No more substitutions. No more imitations. But I call forth the real deal for your life. You've been walking in a season where God just allowed you to do whatever. But the Lord says, I'm calling you back to the original plan. You camped out as a minister, but the Lord says, you're a prophet. I'm calling forth the original. You camped out with $20 in your pocket, and the Lord says, you're a millionaire. I'm calling forth the original in your life. You